Hey, good morning.
Good afternoon.
What, Juanito?
Morning.
Good morning.
Why is he chiming in?
I don't know.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
And good night.
Say and good night, Juanito.
And good night.
You have the Baba Booey effect on him.
Oh, yeah.
He can Baba Booey.
Yeah.
Right, Juanito?
I don't know.
No, he's more of a JD.
Yes. No, yeah. Oh, he's much more mumble. Happy New Year, Ciph.
Happy New Year to you, man.
You're going out to Las Vegas tonight.
Yes.
Consumer Electronic Show.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
I think so.
I never even knew.
Yeah. Get us some. Man, you should bring me on one of these days. I couldn't go, but I could Jew it up for you real good out there.
I know. We need that.
You know, and be like, yo, we'll do the podcast.
Need some Jewiness.
How was the holiday season?
Oh, man. My brain was off. It was great.
Did you really disconnect for a little bit?
Yeah.
When? How long did you disconnect for?
I mean, I did a couple of cellar shows.
That's not much, though.
I did a couple of cellar shows. Yeah. Other than that, no work. I would check my email, twice a day just to make sure I wasn't missing anything.
But you would not wake up and leave the house. You wake up and chill.
Yeah, or I would leave the house to go run. Or I went to my basement in Jersey to start organizing. That was just amazing.
Why?
Sitting in a room full of records for hours, just alphabetizing.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun.
It's like heaven.
Yeah, it sounds great. I do spend a lot of time organizing as well in my house, but it's still a mess. Hey, did you know that I found an amazing little wooden 45 crate?
No.
After our conversation, one of our friends, a friend of the show who works at Discogs, I guess Discogs had some made for them.
Oh.
And
what do you mean wooden? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we talked about
wooden.
how well, that's just the guy who makes them. Is this dude, Look Right is the website. And they make mini 45 crates, but they're like wood. They're not plastic.
Oh.
I guess he couldn't make plastic. He makes them. It's a wooden thing. They send it to you, and you screw it together. You put in little screws, and you have a little wooden crate. Now, the downside of that is it's a bit heavier. But still, it's a 45.
What, it's to carry out?
No, I just want to use it in my house.
The crib.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because right now I have them in those nasty cardboard boxes.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
Those are nasty.
Yeah, so they're nice.
They look nice.
Yeah.
And I can't get a hold of this guy. I'm trying to get a hold of him, but you can personalize them too.
Oh,
They'll carve your logo into the front of them all.
Yeah.
And so what I was thinking I might do in my house to organize the 45s is put shelves on the wall that are just like, those shelves that you plug in, that you put in the wall, and they don't have anything on them. It's just a straight shelf.
Yeah.
And that way, if I put a couple of those in my DJ room, I could just line the crates up on the shelves, and that's it. Be done. Because right now, I'm using my Expedite shelf for the 45s, but it doesn't fit.
It fits like
1.5.
Yeah.
So you put in one box, but you can't fit in two boxes.
Yeah.
So you're wasting the space, and it looks bad.
Dumb.
And those paper boxes look whack.
Yeah.
So
It's bad.
this is what level of nerd record talk is this?
It's not that high.
You know?
No, it's high, but not extreme.
I ordered something today that I definitely don't need just on principle. There's a Dilla turntable, and I ordered it.
It's a what?
Portable turntable.
Oh,
Not
see.
like a turntable,
Yeah.
but it's Dilla designed, and it comes with a 45 that they're only
He
putting in
designed
that.
it? No, it has it
has his stuff on.
Yeah.
It's another way for them to make money, and I support the ways that they make money.
Right.
And it has a 45.
It's official.
It's official.
Like
and
for his family?
I think.
Or
I
somebody?
mean, I don't think you can. I don't think at this
Is
point.
it OK Player?
No, it was. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what it was. I probably should plug it if I want to show them love. Might as well. It was Rap Cats.
Rap Cats.
That's the website. 2 P's, Rap Cats. That's who I ordered it from.
I went down to the Carolinas to visit my mom and family.
Oh, down in Carolina.
Carolina.
Did you visit my Trump supporting aunt?
No, I didn't. Sure. But there was enough Trump supporters around. So.
You saw them?
Yeah.
Bumper stickers?
Yeah,
right.
Everything.
Street signs? Everything?
So my nephew is into collecting vinyl now.
No.
Yeah. But we went to the mall.
How old is he now?
14. Oh, no, it's crazy.
How awkward is he? Is he getting past awkward already?
No.
He's mid-awkward.
He's about to be awkward. He's still not.
Is he like, what's up, Uncle Lou?
No, not yet.
What does he call you?
Uncle
Uncle Lou?
Lewis,
Uncle Lewis.
I think.
Hey, Uncle Lewis. Can I look through your records
he went to the
sometime?
mall, and he wanted to go look for records in like Barnes and Noble, and I was like, oh, come on, man, get your shit together. So I was like, tomorrow I'm gonna take you. We're gonna Google some record spots. We're gonna go record shopping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uncle time.
So, but yo, it's very different because he was looking at like, okay, he was looking at like a Michael Jackson album in Barnes and Noble, and I was like, dude, that's a dollar bin record.
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's a dollar bin.
The reissue 180 gram, $30. They're $30.
I know.
Records are 30.
But here's the thing. I went to one record shop. It wasn't right. It was basically similar to that. Then I found like the grungy record spot. But records are mad expensive now.
New records.
No, even old ones. Like they
were overpriced for old stuff too?
Yeah, like the dollar bins were whack. Maybe the dollar bins in New York are different.
I don't record shop here, but you can find good dollar bins still. I find hip hop, like I find 90s hip hop records that would have been on the wall at Sound Library for 30.
Yeah.
I find those for 5 all the time now.
Really?
Yes.
Where?
Hip hop.
12 inches.
12 inches. 12 inches.
Yeah, I gotta.
Not in New York. In New York, my favorite record store in New York, if you want like an organized, like I want good records. Oh, wow. Guess what it is? Good Records. That's what it's called.
Oh, where's that?
It's NYU-ish. Over
okay.
There. Like 6th Avenue and 3rd Street or something, something like that. And it's they have organized a 12-inch section. Yeah, but not Sound Library expensive, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like I bought something off the wall. I bought Common Sense Can I Borrow a Dollar album there for like $30.
Yeah.
But it was a good copy of that album, which is it's not bad. But anyways, what kind of stuff did he get?
So I ended up buying him I just bought him some shit he needs, like a Marvin Gaye album, like Kenny Loggins, like stuff that would have like some samples. I bought him like the Police. I think it's called the Singles. It's like a Police album. It's kind of like a best of, but it's all their singles. And that one was expensive, but I had to get it for him.
You love the Police,
just to like get him on the right path because he was playing like. No disrespect. I love my nephew. He's learning. He was playing like Elvis records that he got at a garage sale.
Because he had nothing.
Yeah, he's got some shit, but like I had to like put him on the path. I got him like a Fifth Dimension record. Like I got him like a couple of like dance 12 inches, like Shannon Let the Music Play, like a James Brown. Not like expensive, but just like
okay. No, there's a lot of questions here.
Yeah,
is he into this because of you?
I don't know.
Your sister told you, like recently, like he's collecting records now?
Kinda, yeah. Like he has like a turntable.
So he just has one turntable now.
I think he has 2, but they're not like DJ turntables.
He doesn't have DJ turntables
just like
yet.
Old 12 inches.
Does he know, you think, that if he really stays at it and like got serious about it, it's kind of a dream situation? Like I about my nephew, I always think because I give him records and he has a record player, but he's 8, and I think, if he sticks with it,
but how do you
come up?
How do you give him records?
When I visit,
you drive him down there.
When I visit, I either go to there's a store down there and I'll just buy some cheap stuff, or like go into my collection at my mom's house and grab something.
The thing is, like, I have stuff that I could give him. How do I get it to him? Ship it? Come on now, who got that kind of bread?
No. You know what would be tight? If you want to be like the mage uncle, like every blue moon, like when you get time to go home to Jersey, you grab a little fun pack of like 10 and just
ship it.
Yeah, and then he comes home one day. He'll have that experience that we had when the packages show up at the house, and it's like, oh shit. But does he know that because I'm guessing if he really stuck with this and got serious and like he went 5 years in, that
I don't know if he knows
what. That he'd get the hookup, like you'd have an uncle who has mad extra records, who has like...
Yeah, he's not there yet.
He's not thinking about that way yet.
He doesn't, he's like, I don't know what, I guess at his age I didn't know what I wanted, but he doesn't really know what he wants to do. It's weird.
Well, especially if he had just Elvis records.
Kids, man. Kids, weird.
Kids are weird, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
Do you guys have a good bond, though? Is there something there? Or are you too distant? Are you a little distant?
Yeah, I'm kind of distant. And then I had a big fight.
Oh, of course.
Fam.
With him or with your sister?
No, not with him.
It's
with everybody. Not a big fight, but just like a...
What was it related to? Can you say? How can you say this?
I can't really say.
How about this? How bad was it? And did you?
It wasn't that bad.
The whole fam went on the trip.
Yeah.
And how's your wife, baby? Everyone else is good. Everyone gets along great.
Great.
You just had a regular family.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. Holiday time. Wow. Look at you. Look at you. You participated in the holidays.
A holiday fight fest. That wasn't that bad. But
where were you on Christmas? Did you go anywhere?
I was at my wife's. Oh, on Christmas Day, I was home.
Or Christmas Eve, though? You did the dinner with them?
Yeah, wife's family.
Let's just be clear, though. I want to call this what it is, because for a long time, we all know how you feel about holidays.
Yeah.
Let's just be clear. You're basically in now on Christmas Eve every year.
No.
I think you have. I thought Christmas Day you don't go, but Christmas Eve you go.
No. Only reason why I went this year is because my mom was in town. And it was like, everyone's here. Might as well just go.
You did back-to-back trips with your mom?
I went to go see my mom like 2 weeks before.
Oh.
And then Christmas, she came here.
So since she was here, she wanted to do something on Christmas Eve, obviously.
No, it was just like,
it's family.
I haven't gone in like 2 years. So I was like,
really? I thought you went the last couple years.
Nah, I alternate.
Like a Thanksgiving one year, a Christmas?
Like a Christmas every other year or 2 years. So I had to go this year.
Did you go to Thanksgiving this year?
Thanksgiving? No.
That's the one with the turkey?
No, I didn't. I don't remember what I did Thanksgiving. I don't think I did anything.
Now, Christmas Day, does your family stay with your wife's family?
They stayed for a while, then they came home.
Okay. And what about New Year's? What'd you do? You have a gig?
Well, no, then we went to my wife's other side of the family the next day after.
Did you see the Trump supporter?
No. It wasn't that. It was small. I saw the Trump supporter's son.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Do you talk about it?
No, I don't. Why? It's over.
I'm just curious. Maybe you could just placate people and be like, yo, you excited?
Yo, you been around Trump Tower, like Nike Town?
Nah.
Fifth Ave?
Nah. We were just talking to Mayor.
Shut down, yo.
It's a wrap.
Shut down. Like, you can't even drive on 56th Street where the Parker Meridian Hotel is with the burger joint.
Yeah, I've been there. You can't go there?
Not on that. Not on through Fifth Ave.
It stopped? Did it stop you?
Barricaded. Yo, there's cops everywhere. There's military. And there's definitely, like, undercovers, like, just peeping. Because my boy works in Nike Town. He's like, yo, I can't even go outside and smoke on my lunch break.
He really can't. He can't go outside.
Yo, it's crazy over there. And I went by one night because I cut. If you know how in New York you got to know which streets to cut across. So 56 is a great one because 57
is too much.
Is busy. So 56 fucking shut down. I had to like go around and mad cops, and I seen people getting pulled over. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, it's a big issue. First of all, the city's spending $500,000 a day.
What for?
Protection, cops, et cetera, et cetera. But then on top of that, the businesses, there are people going out of business. Literally, because just this couple months,
yeah.
If no foot traffic gets through, no one's coming to your store, that might fuck up your whole year and you're finished.
That's crazy. Around the holidays.
Around the holidays. Mm-hmm. I heard like Victoria's Secret, someplace like big, Tiffany's. I think Tiffany's was like might have to go out of business because they lost so much money around the holidays.
What?
Yes.
Tiffany's is on the other side.
I think it was.
Yeah, same building.
Yep.
But they might just be they just might not want to be in that building.
I saw an interesting Trump movie last night on Frontline on PBS did a Trump documentary and talked about his took like childhood all the way. I thought about you actually because when it got to like the 70s and 80s part and it showed like when he had the Trump Tower party and like they had their opening party and it looked all like disco-y and like and like popping. And I was thinking about what you said about how, he was a rich guy in New York, so you'd see him at the club every once in a while.
Yeah.
And it's such a the fact that it ends, the fact that you're watching the whole documentary, you're just like, this is interesting. What a weird guy.
Yeah.
Like kind of always lied, didn't really let the truth get in the way of stuff, would just like embellish and kept making money and kept being gaudy and ridiculous. And then it gets to like 2010 or 11, whatever it is, when he starts talking about the birther stuff with Obama and the birth certificate. The fact that it ended and is like, and then he won the presidency. I was like, and that part hasn't happened yet. What's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I know you don't pay as much attention, but like the Washington Post has been like my main place I look every day because like they're just on it very hard. The amount of stories about him every day that have at least some sort of like, whoa, really? It's every day.
Like stuff he's doing now?
Yes. Like things that occur every day. Like either him tweeting something about another country that you're like, whoa, I don't know if I would.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find this picture I had.
You can't have Twitter beef with North Korea. That's not the move.
What?
That's a little worrisome. What picture did you find?
It was a picture of him in the 80s in a magazine.
Yeah.
And it's like, if I was ever to run for president, I'd run as a Republican because they're idiots.
Oh, yeah. I heard that's not a real quote, though.
Oh, really?
I have. I don't know if that's a real quote, but I've seen that. It looks fantastic. But you don't have a picture with him?
Trump?
Yeah.
I never met him.
I sat one seat. I sat one seat behind him at WrestleMania. The direct seat behind him at WrestleMania, literally. I stared at his head for an hour. It was in 4 years ago. Whenever it was at MetLife, 5 years ago.
Oh.
And he was there the whole time. If I had just known.
Just know what? You want to take a picture with him? Or you would have took him out?
Well, hey,
you can't say that.
No comment. No. But anyways.
How much, I don't know. I don't want to get into Trump talk.
Well, but it's interesting. People like Trump talk. It's on people's minds.
It's too much.
Trump talk. I'll tell you the one thing I'm a little annoyed about right now is the Obama send-off party. He announced he's having a party on Friday, and next week he's giving a speech. The White House he's going back to Chicago to send a farewell speech. And I was like, Barack, I love you. Listen, I feel the same strong bond that many of us feel to him. We relate to him. We were Cipha and I were on the air the night he got elected. It's a big I'm connected to it.
Yeah.
But we can't just have a celebratory party when it ends then because
why not?
It ended bad. It ended bad.
Not for him.
It does though. You got to hold the L with all of us. It's not I'm out. No.
Nah, hell no.
No, he rocked. He was part of deciding Hillary's the move. Let's do this, and it was a big old.
No, that's not his fault.
Yes, of course
Hillary
it is.
was the move. Hillary was the move when he ran. I'm not saying
no. When he ran, she might have been.
I'm not saying the right move. I'm saying she was next. She claimed next.
Is that how it has to go?
You tell me.
I don't know.
That's how it seems to go with me. I mean, when I watch.
That is how it seems to go.
She had next. She was like, okay, you're going to get this one. I get the next one.
Listen, I'm not saying I blame him. I don't think he's the reason that Trump's president. Well, he's only the reason insofar as another thing they showed in the documentary. Have you ever seen the clip of you watched it at the time? We were here. The White House Correspondents' Dinner 5 years ago when he just got up and roasted Trump.
Yeah.
So the only thing I blame
Who wrote that?
What?
Seth Meyers?
Maybe. Or he hosted it though. He might have hosted it.
I think Seth wrote a lot of that shit.
So he roasted Trump. I mean, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And if you watch the clip, go on YouTube. 2012 or 2011 White House Correspondents' Dinner, Obama, Trump. And Obama destroys him because to get back at him for the birther movement. Yeah. It was when the birther thing ended.
Is it when he came out with the Hulk Hogan shit?
Nah, this was
before.
No. Oh, when Obama came out with it, maybe.
I'm a real American.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then when the Trump part came along, he's like, Donald Trump's here, and they cut to that. You know, the White House Correspondents' Dinner when they show people in the crowd, it's that shitty dark lighting because they don't know, it's not lit up like that. So you see Trump sitting there scowling, and Obama's like, it's one joke after another. He's like, no, listen, Donald Trump has a lot of big decisions to make, First of all, the one part that I think got him the most is he was like, we know about his, breadth of knowledge and wealth of experience. And just him saying that makes the whole room laugh. So you have this whole room of powerful people just literally, when you see it, it's like slow motion, people pointing and laughing ah. And Donald sitting there staring off And if you followed anything about Donald Trump, how fragile his ego is. I mean, that's what everything with him is about. You fuck with me, you get the fucking horns. And and Obama's after he says that, he says, no, listen, of course he has major decisions to make. Just last week he had a major decision to make on Celebrity Apprentice at a taste test at Omaha Steaks. There was a major problem in leadership. And it was ultimately, the Donald's decision, and he decided that it was not Lil Jon or Meatloaf, but Gary Busey, who was to blame for blah, blah. And the whole place is just pointing and laughing. And in that moment, Trump was like,
I have seen this.
I'm going to get you.
For this, yeah.
And that's what I mean is depressing to me, because to have a whole send-off when the last day, January 20th, is going to be you shaking hands with an enemy of yours, and he's definitely an enemy of his. Like Obama, they do not like each other, and you're shaking hands like. And now listen, he didn't beat Obama. Obama would have beaten him head up. I do believe that, but it still sucks. It sucks. If my time was here and my biggest nemesis at the end, I was like, all right, well, they hired the new guy, and it's literally the person I hate most.
It was like Charlemagne.
Comes in, I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, but that's politics.
Politics, Cipha.
Politics.
You know what I'm saying? I had another WWE show this week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The same thing?
You'll like this. This is a different thing. I'm waiting to hear if they'll use me for another thing. I really, really want to do the thing again. I hope they call me. But actually, I should hit up your boy because I'm curious. I'm trying to like get information and find out if they're going to use me again. But I did a pilot with them like a month ago, and right before I did the other thing, and I hadn't heard one word about this pilot. And then I'm sitting there watching the Redskins lose the other day, being really depressed on New Year's Day, and I get a random text message, and they're like, "We're airing your pilot tomorrow night," and I was like, "Oh," they're like, "Yeah, right after Raw." So they aired it. So it aired on the network after Raw. So the amazing part is that on Raw, the show I watch every week, they're like, coming up next on the WWE Network, Peter Rosenberg hosts. I was like, yo, This is crazy.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's dope. And that turned out really good. Now, what's going to happen next? I have no idea.
But this is, how much shit are you going to do? Are you trying to be like me?
Yeah, I just want to be so busy that I never, but actually, it's not that bad. I'm really, day to day, I really just do the 2 shows.
Yeah, it's a lot.
The 2 shows.
2 shows is a lot.
That's it, though. Just
one show is a lot.
When I look back now that for a while we were just doing the one morning show and that was it, I was like, what? Because you would go out all day. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was like, what did I do when I got home at 1? Because we would stick around. For the first few years of the morning show, we would stick around here till what?
Too late.
Yeah, for a while. Because Ebro made us sit in that room. Yo, those days.
Yeah.
You remember those days?
I remember those days.
We would get off the air and we would go sit in that room with Ebro. Juanito, you remember those days?
Yeah.
Well, that was great. Thank you. A little too loud.
How about now?
That's better.
Love you.
We would sit there for hours.
No.
I mean, and now this man, Ebro, he has never had an air check. Never had an air check, and we had to sit with him every day. Now it works to my benefit because now I'm still here and I get to not have those meetings.
Yeah.
But man, we had to.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And most of it was doing nothing. Most of it was literally just sitting and talking about bullshit.
Yeah.
There's a high level of bullshit talk. When you get like me, Ciph, Ebro, and Shawnee Culture in the same room, the level of just random talk that comes up, it's just random talk.
It's a lot of random.
It's just random talk. And Ebro,
pretty good though.
No, Ebro's very good at being like interested in random conversations. Hey, Shawnee, you want to come in?
Shawnee Culture's there?
I see Shawnee Culture in the other room. Oh. Wait here, ladies and gentlemen, this is very special.
Yo, remember that? Just Shawnee Culture?
Shawnee Culture.
What?
The culture movement. Have a seat.
What's the deal?
Oh, Juanito just welcomed you.
Thank you, guys. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling all right. Drinking a lot of water.
Shawnee, Ciph, I know there's probably Ciph. Do you hate people who do the New Year, New Me?
Yeah, I mean,
it's not you. That's you. It has to annoy you.
Everything annoys me.
Exactly.
But that's not me.
But
I know where you're going with
this year.
Look, I just want you to look at my new home page on my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a picture of Larry David staring at a glass of water, deciding if it's half empty or half full.
Yeah. So from now on, I'm going with half full.
Oh, that's what the thought was? You go half full.
I'm going half full.
That's right. Not paying attention to what's not there.
Yeah.
Appreciating what is there.
Oh, today I woke up. I'm alive.
That's how I live, man. That's how I live. You see?
Otherwise,
Proof. No, you do that. You're very optimistic.
Otherwise, I would take this glass of water, shove the water, shove my face in the water, drown myself, and then if it doesn't work, take the glass and just shove it into my eye. Break it,
and shard yourself.
Yeah. So I'm going to have full.
Who was that chick just walking down the hallway with, Griff?
She's in sales. That's just in sales. She's been here for a long time.
Oh, she was someone we know.
I recognize her, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She heard you guys.
Oh, she did? Well, I couldn't see who Griff was talking to.
Oh, she's hot. She's hot.
There you go.
Sorry, guys.
Speaking of hot, there goes Laura Stiles.
Yeah.
Fresh off a trip to Bangkok.
But look, what you were about to say before in terms of this new year, new me thing.
Yeah, you said you're going to drink juice every day.
Yes, but this is post walking pneumonia. This isn't New Year's.
right.
I caught walking pneumonia right before the New Year. So it might seem like.
Do you say New Year's always?
Oh.
I'm just wondering.
Black plural stuff?
Black plural.
Black plural stuff?
Yeah,
Black
serious,
plural is
serious
real.
black plural talk.
Or hood plural.
I
I'm
don't
going with
know.
hood plural.
Yeah.
Because I've never paid attention. New Year's. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's.
Yeah, I probably do say that.
My doorman in my building was like, Happy New Year's. I was like, oh, hood plural.
Did you say that to him?
I said it under my breath. Hood plural.
Happy
You know
New
why?
Year.
Because people say New Year's Eve.
Right.
No,
So
I
that's
get
proper.
I get why that one came about, but the other ones,
The other plurals?
yeah.
Great Adventures?
Barnes and
Classic.
Nobles.
Barnes and Nobles makes no sense. Can you? I wonder if we could figure this out if we went deep.
Oh, you know what? I want to. This is gonna sound weird. I want to do a documentary or some kind of mini doc. Okay,
On hood plural.
this is about not a hood plural.
Here we go.
On why black people or hood people talk in the movie theaters. And I've been starting to fool around with
Didn't
the
you ever hear?
reasoning.
We had an audio clip of how the first time it happened.
Well, we did? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day, right? But then I brought it up with Chappelle.
Juanito, can you find that audio? Is it possible? I don't know if he's listening. All right, keep
Probably
going.
in there.
I brought it up with Chappelle, and he goes, oh, I know why. And Chappelle's great
Yeah, he knows everything.
for these type of convos, but then we got interrupted and we never got into it. But I want to get it because here's the thing.
He didn't tell you the answer?
No,
Just call him and ask.
he doesn't answer.
If you called right now and said, I need to ask you this on my podcast, what would he do?
He doesn't answer. He'll text me back.
And say, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? So, but here's the thing. It's difficult to explain, but black people don't know that they're talking. As if you understand. Like I was at an event. Okay, I was at the event with Stretch Armstrong talking about his book of flyers.
Okay.
Him and the other guy.
I know he did a
Got
book
his
of flyers. I don't know who he's doing it with.
You know the other guy. You're friends with him.
I am?
I met him at South by. Fuck, I forgot his name. No
Bad.
disrespect.
You're a bad person. But keep
But
going.
anyway, so they had two old school flyer designers and Jessica Rosenblum all talking about flyers at Kinfolk in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Yes.
Small audience, I don't know, maybe 30 people. So I'm in the front row with two of my friends, and there's three black people behind us, and they're talking the whole time. Like, yup, I know that's right.
I know that's
Of
right
course.
is
In
number one.
response. to
Response what they're hearing.
Yeah.
And someone said, excuse me, can you stop talking? And she goes, I wasn't talking. And the light bulb went off in my head, yo. They don't know they're talking.
This is crazy to me because I'm black.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking. But
Hold on,
you know
hold on,
what?
when you-
Maybe
Because
it's something
people-
with church too. Because when you just said, "I know that's right,"
Right.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
That's
not
not
even-
like the
does
black
that-
church.
I'm about to say, does that not even count as talking?
Because in
people's minds?
the thing with the movie theater is like they're reacting to something. Like, don't go in there.
Right.
Like, they don't.
Oh hell no!
This is a theory I've been trying to break apart. I have no base.
I don't have the answers.
I
either.
have no base, any type of research here. But I'm just saying it's starting to open my eyes on why I have it. I want to really figure it out. I want to go back.
That is very
Nobody will
interesting.
be interested in this documentary.
No, just you.
In my brain, it just popped up that maybe the church is to blame.
That maybe the church is because
Or is
You
it
just said
white
or
people
is
are
it
quiet
before
in church for the most part.
Is it
Right,
before
but-
church?
But black people, it could be before church.
Like we equate it to church now
because there's always this talk back to the sermon.
because like let's go back.
Amen.
I don't want to say the word slavery, but let's go back to slavery
Let's go.
of how there was basically studs, right? So there was a guy, a big, strong, muscular slave
Strapping giant
that
man.
slave masters would use to have sex with different women to create better slaves. Henceforth, why is dudes in the hood that got mad baby mamas and don't even flinch? Like,
Right.
it's part of the history. You know what
Right.
I'm
But I
saying?
thought that was before that, in terms of polygamy in Africa, in terms of kings and having many
Maybe.
wives. even prior to slavery.
Did I just walk in sexual revolution talk?
No, it's slave. We're talking slave talk.
We're talking movie talk, but we got to go back.
What's sexual revolution or slavery?
So does it come from that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm interested in hearing what Chappelle says, and then from there doing the research, because Chappelle be knowing a lot.
Well, you guys heard the difference of what you guys just said, which was very interesting. Ciph saying that the reason they're dudes with mad baby moms is because of slavery, and Shawnee's like, I thought it was because their kings had mad queens.
Maybe,
but two vastly different situations.
Right.
Both could be relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Just interesting to hear both sides.
But it's just like you're.
Here's what I'm saying: is Ciph wants you to be a slave.
No, I didn't.
That's what.
I didn't say that at
now,
all.
I want to maintain the king, aura.
Right, yeah, of course, and that you're
behind
being a king.
The philosophy. Yeah.
Now, I wonder: do you think there was any slavery is literally one of the biggest atrocities in the history of humankind.
Mm-hmm.
One of those horrible things ever done.
Right.
That said, do you think if you were the person who had to fuck everyone, there was still some upside to that?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah,
you think so?
But that's more of the point. Like those guys,
like, we need you again. He was like, all right, and he's winking to himself.
Those guys walked around. Look, how do you gonna look at a dude and you fucked his wife, and he's looking at you like,
right.
What can he do?
Right.
So then all of a sudden you get like a complex or ego, like, I fucked his wife.
No, hold on. But that they could be the complete opposite. It could be some nice guy who's stuck in that situation. They're making him fuck people's wives, and he's disgraced by it. He want to kill himself because of it.
But depending on the type of personality is from when you're young. Like
right. So there's some people who could have gotten off on it, and some people who were
some people it was probably horrible to some people.
Horrible, a nightmare.
Yeah.
There's a part of sort of like that, only not with a slave, but with a slave owner in whatchamacallit. You just watched it.
Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
How was that movie?
It was good. It was good, man. I saw it for the first time.
Talk on the microphone.
It was good. I saw it on my flight back from Hong Kong.
Is that when you told a little kid?
Okay, listen. That trip was 24 hours, okay, because I flew from Bangkok to Hong Kong, and it was fucking mad delays and shit. So I watched every movie possible. So that was one of them. And I hadn't seen Birth of a Nation. I've been wanting to watch it.
When you're on that plane and you see a movie that you haven't seen, you know you're stuck on a plane, I think it's a good time to...
Right?
I can't watch those type of movies.
Too serious?
Yeah, like too serious. Like,
want to slap somebody.
No. You want to? How about I watched the movie Gleason, which is about this football player, documentary about a football player who has ALS.
Oh, I heard about that. I saw the trailer for that.
I wept for an hour and a half.
I would never watch that.
Oh my God, I have no problem crying my eyes out on a flight.
I sat there my wife rarely cries during movies. Mm-hmm. At one spot, there's a part where him and his dad have this like disconnect, and he's dying of ALS. I mean, he's actually still living. He got surgery and he's on like a respirator, so now he's able to live.
How do you get ALS?
They imply he got it from football,
right,
from being hit too much. But as the movie starts, he's like, I found out I have ALS, and I'm going to document the whole thing because I'm having a baby. You remember the movie My Life with Michael Keaton, where he basically makes videos to teach his unborn son because he's dying of cancer? It's that in real life.
Yeah,
it's the real life version.
I saw the trailer. He's like, I'm going to live to see my son take his first step.
Exactly.
But then, like, he's like not walking when his son is walking.
So it starts out with him being like, I have ALS. And then as the movie goes on, by the time you get 45 minutes in the movie, remember that guy, Arthur Cohen, who visited us in the wheelchair? He has ALS. So, and remember, he couldn't talk. He had a computer, and he would like try to talk, but he couldn't talk. Yeah. So as the movie goes on, you went from hearing his voice sound totally normal to his voice is gone. So there's a scene where him and his dad are fighting, and he's like, Dad, and with his voice falling apart, he's like, Dad, don't question my faith. You question my relationship with God. The father's like, do you know how hard it is to see my son like this? And they start hugging and crying. You're like, this can't be watched. This is not for other humans to watch. It's literally too personal. It was, and I was sitting on the plane thinking, if anyone has to go to the bathroom and walks down the aisle, they're gonna be like, why is this man weeping? It was traumatizing.
That shit looks crazy. My daughter is sick right now. I was up with her all night. The only way she would stop crying is if I laid down with her on the couch. So I slept on the couch with my daughter. And, like, she's, like, sick, like, has a cold. I couldn't watch some shit like that, like, fucking, like...
What do you mean, last night?
No, I'm just saying, like,
just your
if
daughter.
that was to happen to me, like, where I couldn't be with her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I know. Well, that's the thing I always find interesting and difficult is, like, for my in-laws, have you watched Westworld?
Yeah.
Okay. So in Westworld, there's this whole theme of one of the main characters, Jeffrey Wright, his son died.
Yeah.
And it's like a main theme they keep coming back to is him missing his son.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do my in-laws watch this at all? Like, can you ever? How do you?
Oh, because they lost a child.
Like, and that's the theme is losing your child is terrible. And I'm like, but movies, that's such a part of movies is capturing the most painful things. So they know to use that in movies and television because
Yeah, but some people can relate, and then some people can relate.
Right. Like you could relate. You're like, wow, I have a daughter.
I can relate more than I used to.
Right.
Because, I'm not going to front. When I was younger and I would hear people losing, like, their 3-year-old kid, I was like,
they barely knew him, though.
It's 3 years old. Like, how much? No, real, like, ignorant. Like, how much could you? I understand you care about your kid, but how much could you really care about a 3-year-old?
They just got
Woo! Son, that is the most horriblest thinking ever.
Yeah, you were so dumb.
Yo.
The fact that even crossed your mind, do you ever want to just kill yourself in retrospect?
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know because I didn't have a dad. Like, I don't know.
Here, Cipha. Guess what? Cipha
My
didn't have a dad.
My dad died on a trip from Mexico, traveling to America.
He was on the bottom of a boat, and
yeah, but if I lost my daughter, God, knock on every type of wood.
Right, I know. So that part in the movie was painful. Now, on a much more uplifting tip, I went to St. Lucia, Ciph.
Oh, nice.
Never been to St. Lucia, and I've probably told the listeners tales now of me going on these trips with my in-laws. And this year, St. Lucia was my favorite one. Favorite place we ever went to. Sandals.
First time being there.
Sandals Resort.
Sandals
You're like
Resort.
Michael Scott.
Like Michael Scott.
So white.
So, Michael Scott, the largest freshwater indoor pool. So, yeah, Sandals. It was amazing. First of all, I know why Sandals does well, because it's a fantastic business. They treat you great. It's clean. It's nice. Their people are friendly. Food was great. It wasn't like shitty resort. Like
I hate shitty resorts.
it wasn't. At night, they didn't even have a buffet open at night. All you could do was go to the restaurants, and the restaurants were actually really good. I was very impressed. The thing I hate though is how the staff, wonderful as they are, and I understand, the staff develops a routine because they work with the same kind of people every day. So in order to survive, and you have to interact with people, you develop a routine, literally like almost a comedy routine, to handle these rich fat gringos that are there on their vacation. And I appreciate it, and I understand it. But when I'm getting talked to that way, I feel disrespected, and I can't help it.
Like, how are they talking to you?
Like, we were on the boat. First of all, they make way too many sex jokes. Everything was like, we were at dinner at the hibachi restaurant, you know, where they cook on the table, and the guy's like takes out the chicken breast, and we're sitting there, 5 men, 5 women, something like that, and he's like, "You like the breast?" And he points to each man, only the man, and goes, "You like the breast? You like the breast? You like the breast? You like the breast?" I was like, "My man, are you really doing this right now? That's uncomfortable. I'm with my mother-in-law. I'm with my mother-in-law right now."
Hey, what are you supposed to say?
Yeah, I don't want to hear about you. Like, I'm sexing next to my wife and her parents. Well, we're talking about liking the breast. What are you talking about? And then they kept making jokes like, "Oh, and you know, you go to the mud bath. It's good for the bamboo, if you know what I mean." We're like, "All right." Again, I'm with my in-laws and the dumb sex jokes.
In the islands, man, you know.
I know. Is that common though? Is there a lot of sex jokes in general? It's comfortable.
Well, sex is way more open, and that's what I was gonna say. Like, it's an island thing too.
Okay, the sex jokes are an island thing to a certain extent.
I mean, every soca song that you've ever heard is talking about sex, and you don't even know it. Every song. Name one. I'm feeling hot, hot, hot. Would you think that's just because the island sun?
You thought it was temperatures?
I know, you're right. That was such a great example you pulled out, though, right away. You literally pulled out the most famous one. First of all, I didn't even think of that song as soca ever in my life.
Right.
And second of all, it's the perfect example.
Who let the dogs out? I mean, whatever it is. They could be talking about food.
Wait, hold on. Is Who Let the Dogs Out soca technically?
Sex. Yeah, that's soca. Yeah. That's soca. That was a Trinidadian man that made that.
It was? Yeah. Baha Man?
Baha Man bought it from Iowa George.
Shawty culture.
Juan Epstein, son. Here comes Shawty culture.
Iowa George is rich now.
Wow.
But
Iowa George, not from Iowa.
Not from Iowa. No chance.
Facts.
No chance.
But yeah, every single song that you heard, whether it's talking about food or not, it'll be like, you take the coconut and rub it on the grater. You know what he's talking about.
You're talking about rubbing a titty on a cheese grater.
Fact. You know what I'm saying?
Weird. So, okay, so they kept making the sex jokes, and I'm like, all right. Then there are 2 stories that are my favorite from the trip. One is the boat ride. We go on the boat ride. You pay $100 a person, and they go out on like a motorboat. It's like a 20-foot boat, and you ride around in the water, and they take you to sites. And it was called JJ's. That's the name of the company. This guy JJ's getting paid, by the way, because he has a couple different boats and they go out all the time. So we were sitting on the beach one day and I saw the boat come by and Alexa's like, oh, that's the boat my dad signed us up to do. And it comes by and all these white people are on listening to like Nelly Ride With Me, and they're like pumping and they're going, woo, like Girls Gone Wild, yelling, woo, as they ride by. And I was like, man, what is it about white people who get on a boat and just got to start acting insane? Like, I'm not doing that. I said, I want you to know right now when we get on that boat, I'm not yelling, woo, and pumping it's not going to happen. She was like, I don't know. People are crazy. So fast forward, we're on the boat. We're heading out in the water. They're coming out making their dumb sex joke. The woman, she was very nice. She's like joking around. She's like, and doing her routine. And when we go to the mud bath, you take a little bit and you rub blah, blah, blah. They say if you have a bald spot, you should be listening. Points at me. I'm like, all right, that's nice. Disrespect. He's like, yeah, disrespect. Just everyone laughs at me. I'm like, blatant disrespect. Why? Why the disrespect? And she's like,
are you gonna become president of St. Lucia and take that bitch out?
I'm gonna be the Donald Trump of St. Lucia. I was disrespected. I'm like, you rub it on your head, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right. And then she's like, and then if you come back, you could blah, 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 and smoke a big fat spliff. And like looks at me as if like making it a joke, as if I'm such a fat, bald American square that I've never even smoked a spliff before. Right. Like, I'm like, oh my God, a spliff? That's nuts. Right? So I'm just like, kind of like, this is annoying. Right. And 5 minutes later, she's like, I remember at some point she was like, how do you think our driver's doing? And she keeps trying to get everyone to go, woo, make noise and stuff. At this point, I hate it. I'm like,
very touristy. So
touristy. I'm embarrassed. It just embarrassed me. I can't help it. I'm here with 9 other white nerds, my in-laws. I love my...
Everybody that was on the boat was with your group?
Yes, 10 people.
You gotta go and pull them aside from the beginning.
Well, no, but hold on. So I thought about that. So I'm like, oh, man, this is going to be the way. She's like, how's our driver doing? And I literally said out loud, I'm like, I have nothing to compare it to. I don't really know. Alexa was like, shut up. I was like, I can't compare him. I never go on boats. I don't know how he's driving. Is it good? It could be dangerous. I don't know. And then they start turning.
to compare it.
So they start turning on the music. And it's right away with the music. It's like
the cheesiest.
No, from the first song. No, well, Bob played within the first 5, but the first 2 or 3 were literally like Journey and Bon Jovi, and just like, I'm like, damn, you guys play straight for the whitest people on earth. I'm like, oh God. And then when it plays a reggae song, it's like Shaggy, boombastic, original mix. Not even, I'm like, no. Red Wine. Yeah, that UB40, come on. No, but all songs like that. Just like, I'm like, oh, this is the worst.
It's the worst.
So we're driving around. We go to the mud place. Everyone's going to do the sulfur mud thing. It's supposed to be really great for your skin. Mm-hmm. So we get out, right, and we get out to do it. Smells horrible, which number one to me is not great. And I didn't have flip-flops. I was wearing my Nikes, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do this. And then we go down and I look at how crowded the sulfur mud bath was. I thought it was going to be like our own area. It was like a tourist, trap. Everyone's there.
Every different boat company.
So I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting into a little bath with like 40 strangers. Alexa went and did it, and with her dad, and I'm like, I love that you have a dad who does all this shit with you, and she doesn't care about me not going. So I'm like, I stayed back.
But when the Bon Jovi plays, does her dad go, yeah?
No.
Is he that, like...
No.
Life?
Oh, my dad, my father-in-law ended up dancing once, and it was to Ignition remix with Alexa.
I've told you my theory about that song, right?
No, but hold on. Should you save it now? Do you want to tell it now?
No, it's just that white people...
love Ignition.
Oh, they
love that
by the way, my father-in-law danced with it. I don't think he knows it. It's just it was ingrained in him to like it.
Yeah, that's the whitest song ever.
Even though it's a great song. I know, but...
It's different. It's a different kind of great for white people. I don't know why.
No, because it's a great black song, too. Ignition's incredible. Remix is amazing.
I'm telling you right now, Ignition Remix is not as big in black clubs as it is for white people.
Really?
I'm telling you.
What do you think, Shawnee? Is it big?
Ignition is big, but I don't have the
He don't hang around a lot of white people
to hear it. But you people will get excited if you hear it, right?
Yeah, I think if it's on,
everyone bops.
They're not going to play the whole song, but everybody's going to rock to it.
Right. Anyways, so
go on.
After the sulfur mud bath, we go do the snorkeling. That was really fun. After snorkeling, it's lunchtime, so you're done with the activity portion. Mm-hmm. So now they bust out their like rum punch. And they're like, yo, unlike the resort, this has actual rum in it. We're going to have fun, blah, blah, blah. It's rum o'clock. They kept saying that. Again, all the dumb tourists get excited to have the booze, especially when you've been on a resort. And though the resort was great, they stiff you on drinks nonstop.
Resort booze is the worst.
It's the worst. They had top shelf, but they just put nothing in it. So every drink you get, You're like, can I get a vodka? You could have five drinks. You feel nothing, no matter what they give
It's
you.
all full of sugar.
It's because they're doing all inclusive. So since it's all inclusive, they just don't want to give you booze. So they just let you order more, and it sucks. It's kind of annoying. You end up wasting calories. You never get drunk the whole week. So this is the end of the trip party. This is my last day. So I'm like, oh yeah, bring on the rum punch. So have a couple drinks. Music starts sounding a little better. I'm sitting on the boat now. The wind's blowing. I'm like, okay, I get this. We stop to eat. They have wine at the meal, so everyone's drinking wine now and eating the food. We get
Stop to eat where?
at some restaurant, like off a dock.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Got it.
we eat there. They own that
How
restaurant.
long
too.
is this?
The whole thing was like 3.5 hours.
Okay.
You go one place. The original ride's 45 minutes. Then you go to one place. The sulfur took 45 minutes.
Same shit in Thailand.
Oh, and I skipped the waterfall. We did a waterfall too. Yeah, the trip shit. I did the waterfall. That was a lot of fun. Anyways, get back on the boat now for the last ride home, and they keep going with the rum punch. Nelly Rye with me starts playing. Rum o'clock. It's rum o'clock. Now I'm hearing Nelly Rye with me. To make a long story short, I'm pretty sure by the time I returned, I was one of those white people like, woo! Yeah!
Everybody have a good time?
Yeah! And I was like, I get off the boat. I'm like, damn it, I can't believe I fell for this. All they do is wait till the end and then booze you up. And by the time you get home, you're like, yo, that was the best day I've ever had. I love those people.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
They do.
They make a lot of money with these trips.
And I will say that once you what you have to do if you want to, for anyone going in these situations, if you want to avoid the awkward, what you have to do is bring the conversation to them. If you let them come entertain you where you're sitting quietly and they're just like, but if you start asking questions and force them to just be regular people who don't have a routine, they'll stop being awkward with you and just start being people. Right. But when they hit me with that stupid sex jokes and stuff, and I get mortified. Now, last thing I want to say was that when I came home, we left. Our driver was a guy named Louis. Oh. And this story has a lot of sad stuff in it, but I know Cipha sounds, and I know he will appreciate this very much.
Sadness.
So we get into the car, into the van, and he's like, hey, guys, how are you? My name is Louis. Blah, blah, blah. He's so excited. I mean, the nicest man you've ever. He's like, I realized over the first 10 minutes, I'm like, we have a 2-hour drive to the airport. He's never going to stop talking. Right. He's not going to stop talking. He's in the zone. And it's like 11 a.m. on our last day. Everyone's just like, He's like, I want everyone to know I won an award for my driving. Like, oh, wow. He's like, yes, I was given a Medal of Honor because I was driving and I'm going up the mountain. I had 14 people in my car and 2 children. I remember it so well. My windshield wiper stopped working. It was very scary. And on the way down, my brakes stopped working. What? My way down the mountain. But I navigated and everyone was safe. So you're in safe hands with Louis. I'm an award-winning driver. Yeah. And everyone's like, okay. And he's very pumped up, and he's so nice. I'm like, wow, that's very nice. And then he's like, yes, I am married. Yes, and I have 2 children. One is 13, and my daughter is only 1. And my wife, she died in February.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God!
A 1-year-old and the wife died.
Fuck.
He's like, yes. Here's a picture of my family, including my wife, who is now deceased.
Oh my God!
And hands me his cell phone.
So what do you?
I pick up the cell phone, I look at it, I'm like, oh, and I hold it up.
What are you saying?
I hold it up for the other people in the car. No one takes the cell phone from me. They're just all like,
I keep that shit.
Everyone's like, okay. And I'm like, everyone's like, sorry to hear that, Louis. And he's like, yes, she had kidney failure, but it's okay. And then nicest guy ever. And I feel, obviously, February, that's recent. It's not that long ago, so I feel so bad for the guy. But he's also so happy and upbeat.
Right.
And then literally from that moment on, continues to talk for the next hour and a half about everything on planet Earth. And then he kept getting phone calls, and when he got a phone call, he had his ringtone was something like, it was like, you've received a phone call from, it was like a news report. It was like, you've received, no, Shawnee.
Like it was a setup, I'm sorry.
Oh, you think that was a setup?
For a big tip, I got a 1-year-old wife.
I thought about that too, of course.
When I was in Thailand, it was always something, these guys like, I'm 60 years old today, it's my birthday. Yes, working on my birthday.
You think he straight up,
he's like, I'm blessed to have a job. I'm like,
you think the deceased wife was a straight lie?
It could be,
if you were to,
working you for your tip.
Juanito, confirmed? You really think so?
Yeah, it's happened to me. I got ripped off for $20.
Hold on, Juanito, real quick. Juanito, how did you confirm that she wasn't in fact dead?
Fucking liar.
Okay, thanks, Juanito. He didn't find out. You didn't go to the funeral home and try to check?
Right after she had birth? I'm like...
Yeah, right.
Just like,
as soon as somebody says that, I'm like...
Well, that's why I felt okay telling the story, because I thought there was a chance. Yeah, I kind of thought it was not true. Anyways, his phone's ringing. It's like, you have a call from Henry. You have a call from Henry. And this guy keeps calling. He's like, hello. No, he picks up the phone like this. I'm not kidding. This is how he answers the phone. I'll never forget my whole life. What's up, my buddy? Direct quote, what's up, my buddy, is how he answers the phone. And then when we finally pull into the airport, he's like, hey, guys, you see that guy over there on the left? That is my friend Henry who kept calling. And the guy, Henry's standing at the airport. He's like the guy who, like, ushers cars in, literally pointed at him like, get your car the fuck over here. Didn't look like his buddy at all. Wow. At all. And I was like, and of course, I gave him $15. Like,
oh, you see that?
It worked.
$15.
It worked.
You can't, it's too much of a risk.
Yeah.
I would have did it anyway, though.
No, I would have, honestly, without
This is a guarantee. Right?
without him being so extra nice, he stopped at one point and goes out and gets us waters and comes back and he's like, here's your water. When you're with Louis, you get the full service. And I was like,
Award-winning driver.
It worked. I would have maybe given him 5 to 10. I gave 15.
Right. For his little 1-year-old daughter.
I know.
Have a mother.
Motherless child.
Let's give her 20, yo. It's one straight bill.
Wait, it's like,
Sideways is a
Ciph,
good
how do
point.
you know that I actually thought about it? I was about to do 20. I was like, oh, I have 3 5s. I'm going to do 15 instead.
Cheap bastard.
I thought, wait, Juanito, you just said it was a ripoff.
Yeah, but still, I'm fine with the ripoff. Like when I go to them places, especially Jamaica, I talk straight up.
What do you mean?
Like I tell them, like, yo, I'm from New York. Let's just be real. Let's just talk real shit. Like I don't need all the touristy shit, yo. Right. And you can see them like.
They power down.
Yeah, and
it's like a host. It's like a host when in Westworld, and you're like, stop mode.
You think like analyze mode or something.
Yeah. Analyze mode. Stop motor function. You gotta watch Westworld, Shawnee.
I know. I'm gonna start tonight.
It's a little complicated.
It is. It is a little complicated.
I'm gonna try.
It's actually a show.
Disrespect.
I want to say this podcast is all over the place. It's actually a show where I was like, I might have to watch this again.
Well, guess what? You got time. It's not coming back till 2018.
That shit is too much. You ever saw the original movie Westworld?
No. You seen it?
Yeah.
It's good too?
70s. No, it's horrible. But it's good.
What
it's like
network is it
horrible
on?
whack.
HBO.
Gotcha.
Hobo.
I think I'm gonna get Jeffrey Wright for the podcast. Redskins fan.
What?
Text him. I DM'd him and I said, I can't say what I said, but it'll give something away. But
that dude is sick.
And I will tell you, the twist involving his character is one of the great twists of all time.
But then what's next season?
I don't. Well, I haven't seen the last episode, so don't tell me. I don't know what happens last episode. A lot happens last
You didn't
episode.
see the last episode?
No. Is it bonkers?
Please.
What?
Bro.
I'm watching tonight.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I'm up through 9.
Oh, that's you just started late. It just started.
Yeah,
first season.
It was just the first season.
Yeah, I binged like over the.
Laura, I'm willing to say with the utmost confidence that you will not make it through.
It's hard.
She's too ADD.
It's hard to watch.
Why is it hard?
It's complicated.
There are things you're just not. There's some things you won't get. And Alexa's right. The one thing that annoys her about the show is that there are like a few moments throughout the season where they just have a conversation where they're blatantly just explaining the show to you, and like they try to mask it in dialogue, and they'll tell a story like, well, and then they basically just try to explain it to you because otherwise you can't.
Yeah,
it's too hard to follow.
And once you watch the end,
is it gonna change everything?
It changes a lot. Where like you got to go back because you're watching the end. I won't ruin it, but you're watching it and you're like, wait, that was now? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, who?
Right.
So you got to like.
Now, Ebro has a very interesting theory that I'm sure you've already thought about, or maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't. I haven't. Ebro, if you want to chime, I was gonna say if you want to chime in on the thing, you feel free.
Oh God, look at him.
No, Ebro is saying that it's about us.
It's about
us.
Us meaning Juan Epstein?
No, it's not about Juan Epstein. That's very specific. It's about humans all being hosts. We're all hosts.
Oh, okay.
And the man, it's the man, Ebro? Is that what you'd say? Kind of. Like we're all programmed to do what we're supposed to do.
And the man is what?
For
lack of a better terms, like the Illuminati?
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins is like, kind of the man, no?
The theys?
The forefathers? Yeah, the forefathers who set this whole plan, who set things in motion. It was supposed to be a certain way.
Right.
And we're all supposed to do what we do.
I get it.
And if you break your line and you completely stand outside, you will explode. Like that it is set up for us to
I get it.
all stay in our line. And there's levels to how much you can, because the hosts have options too. Hosts can do, some different things.
Yeah.
Shawnee is
improvise.
Sounds.
And the amount of just gratuitous titties.
No, but they're no great ones.
I love Thandie Newton's boobs.
No.
What?
They're all whack.
Not whack.
Why don't you like
There's
Thandie
only
Newton?
one chick in the whole show with big boobs.
Thandie Newton has big boobs. They're sizable.
I mean,
They've got hang.
It's not a big. She's a very thin woman.
No, and I'm telling you, Laura, her tits have
Nice?
hang. They're like nice.
Hey, yeah, and then also she got the weird nipples where it's like an indent. You know what I'm saying?
But that's how much you see it. That you
go
can,
in?
analyze
just straight up.
They're on
But
camera.
there's one,
Who?
only one. She's nothing. Is there one scene where the robots are like extinguished, like put in that room?
Yeah.
It might be the last episode.
Oh, I've seen you know about the naked one who doesn't even exist, who's just standing there?
She got some big. As soon as the door opens, it's the only big titties in the show.
Wait. Thandie Newton has inverted nipples?
Not inverted. No.
Okay.
It's like a ringer. I
Oh,
can't.
thank
Want me to
God.
touch your nipples? I'll
So
shoot
look,
you.
no, the areolas has like there's something to it,
Like
but
an indent. Yeah.
she looks great. I think Thandie Newton's hot.
She's not my type.
I've been a fan since what was it? What was that movie? Crash. Crash.
Crash.
Thandie
She
Newton's
was in
hot.
Beloved too. Yeah. But no, I don't even think I saw Beloved.
You liked her in Crash.
I liked her in Crash.
Yeah, she's not my type.
And by the way, if you see that movie, by the way, that line right there, the line that Ciph just said,
Yeah.
go way back.
Yeah.
That's why K Fox didn't get along with Ciph to this
What?
day.
What the? She's
not my type.
I heard it.
That was it.
Oh, who gives a fuck? Yo, before
But yo,
we end,
Thandie
yo,
Newton is hot.
Yeah, look at these old pictures. She's a
not
little
my
older now.
She is.
Let me see.
sorry, she's not my type. No disrespect. She's very beautiful.
She
Not my
kind of
type.
looks like
Being beautiful.
Doesn't
No.
mean that-
Being beautiful and not someone's type is two different
I don't
things.
understand. No, I don't understand.
For sure.
It
Absolutely.
is two different
I mean,
things.
and everybody can have a type. You're entitled.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's just not my type. Maybe. I like some skinny girls.
The other
He's
thing
not
was
attracted to her.
I don't know.
It's the puffy areola. She got
Thank
the
you.
puffy
Pu-
areola.
yes.
what you mean, the
Huffy.
big round.
Puffy areolas.
Huffy areola. Maybe, yeah.
That's what it is.
She's pretty. How old is she?
The areola puffs with the little nipple on top.
And
I'll
then
take it.
and
I'm
then
good.
The
I
nipple
always
is
say-
heavy.
Let me see.
The nipple's heavy, so it like pushes in the puff a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. That means they show too much. Let's just be clear. She had to be naked too much.
Her size, her tits are incredible.
That's what I'm saying. For her size, she weighs 110
Yeah.
pounds.
A lot of dick swinging in that show too. I couldn't watch
Not a
some of it.
ton. Not as much as tits.
Too much.
Six.
I don't remember. Which
You
dick
wanna
are you
know
referring
that
to?
part, don't
There's some host dicks hanging around.
There's some host dicks. They show some dicks. Because basically they're robots, right? But they're not. They're humans. So
Is this like a picture from
Yep.
there?
Let me
So
see.
basically,
Dick
Her
swinging.
nipples look huge.
Yeah, she must have got paid a
nipples
lot.
don't look like that all the time. That's a weird one to me. She's naked all the time though.
Guys, that's like a thing for me. Whenever I'm like in the
Her nipples look
Yeah,
like
this-
huge.
locker room and I see weird nipples, they fucking.
Yeah,
But they
that's
don't
so
look like
weird.
that the whole time. Quite
no,
like
but
that.
that's
There no more?
too hangy lowy.
Too hangy lowy?
She does have the puffy nipple, that puffy areola. That's kind of like
I hear what you're saying.
It's not. Listen, I'm happy to see it.
no, that's not my type either.
It's not my type.
Not your type of nipples, honey, or a girl?
But that type of nipple. Oh,
Okay.
but she has a very pretty face.
And she's you
That's
have
what I'm saying. I could find women attractive and say they're not my
Shawnee,
type.
I don't even know your phone could pick up pictures. I'm very impressed.
Why you hating on my Samsung?
different
It's
tomorrow
not a
might
Note.
explode.
It's a Galaxy.
If you touch Shawnee's phone, it may blow up.
Shawnee's the only one with a Samsung phone. Shawnee, when you go to
'Cause
the
I
airport,
like
do they
Samsung.
question you about your phone?
No.
So
they
you-
don't.
so-
Look at that puffy nipple.
Don't lie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't like it.
so Saif, we have
It's like a weird growth.
a show group text obviously for like information about the show.
Yeah.
And Shawnee's not in it because nobody wants
The
to
green?
make the text green.
How rude is that? How rude is that?
Blatant discrimination.
So I can't be a part of the
Yo,
group
it's
text
so
just because
it's
of,
so weird that when you get that green,
You're like, ah.
You never know what we're talking about because you can't get the same emojis and the same effects. So you can't even laugh with us.
It's
You'd be
so
like,
much
"Whoa,
left me
what's
out."
going on?
that Thandie Newton too.
What's happening? What are you guys saying?"
I have a hunch that's not a real picture. Show Laura. I have a hunch this isn't a real picture.
Her too.
I
you know the fake celebrity
Face.
nudes are they? Because here's the thing, it's not real, but it's still your favorite celebrity's face on a naked body.
So it'll work.
The jerk off fodder is
Right. The jerk off. It'll still work for many people.
Oh,
All right, guys.
wait, hold on before we leave.
No,
I
that's
just
it.
wanted to get off my Samsung for a minute.
All
I
right.
gotta get an iPhone. Here's the deal.
Yes, sir. Respect.
There is a piece of heaven out in the world.
Wow. Okay.
Talk to me.
Oh, it's called Run the Jewels 3.
Run the jewels.
I knew that's what you were
What
going to
is
say.
this? What is
My
this?
man.
The album.
What the fuck?
You like it more than 2? No, it's your favorite one.
It's incredible. It is an incredible piece of art.
Let's try to call Killer Mike and just bother him. You want to do it?
Please. I spoke to LP yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
We need them on the podcast.
We need him on the podcast.
Reached the voicemail box of
Yo.
6, 7,
Okay.
8.
That is not her. Shawnee's just showing me random pictures now of fake Thandie Newton just bent over, showing her asshole. I don't think she did asshole porn.
Not everyone is like that. They're just running into them. I'm just scrolling. Look, what pops up. It's not my fault.
It's because here's what happened. Hold on, I know exactly what happened. Because she's
Bush.
naked on the show so much,
natural.
people started Googling
of
Thandie
course.
Newton naked. So now they made more fake naked pictures. Anyways, you love the Run the Jewels album.
What are you playing any of it on the radio?
I just started. I just got back.
What are you playing?
I didn't play anything yet. I just started listening.
Okay.
I bought it yesterday.
I would go with 11.
Hold on. Let me look.
Everybody stay calm.
Let's hear everybody.
These niggas, the level of spitature.
This is what get Cruz. I don't
New
get
to
the
this
hoopla.
town. I see the bum cruise.
Yo, it's so good. The beats are
play,
so different.
Wait, real quick. Play number 3. I think Legend. Something about Legend. Yo, there's one song, like an emotional song where Killer Mike. Hold on, pause it. Killer Mike shouts out this guy that killed his friend and basically says, I hope you're doing all right. I hope you learn your lesson. I hope your mother never feels the pain that my boy's mom felt. I hope you learned so that my friend doesn't just become a guy who died for a chain. Yo, it's crazy, son.
No, they're on some shit, Shawnee. Some shit.
Yo.
You,
Come on.
We dropped the classic today. We did a tablet of ashes today. Lit joints with the matches and ashes away. We dash away. Donna and Dixon, the pistol is blasting away. Doctors of death, filling our patients of breath.
Yo, this is a company flow beat.
oh yeah, dude. It's so company flow. But like there's something that Killer Mike added soul wise, gave it like a little extra something.
Yes.
Because LP has soul. I'm not saying LP doesn't have soul, because he does.
Yo,
but it added a little extra.
LP.
What's the one that says Live from the Garden? What number is that?
Live from the Garden.
That's the next one, number 4.
Or Ticketron.
Yo, son, live from the garden. Yo, LP is so New York, so Brooklyn, so hip hop, but like also like white boy sci-fi, and then like I guess too much of it is too much.
Yes.
But with the Killer Mike aspect, because
Southern
he's so
voice.
Atlanta,
Right.
but he's so smart. He's
Right.
not like trap rap, but he does say trap shit. Yeah, it's fucking.
It's really good.
Yo, son.
I give it the utmost cosign, Shawnee. You won't listen to it or watch Westworld, will you?
No, I'm gonna watch Westworld.
He's lying.
Yo,
I am.
listen to
I am.
RTJ.
Everybody's
yo.
talking about it.
Listen to RTJ.
Yeah, listen to Run the Jewels
TJ.
3. Yes, Run the Jewels
I want
3.
to.
All right, bye guys. Thanks,
that it?
Laura. That's it, I think.
It's just done.
What do you mean? You want to have a
I guess that's
want to
it.
sing like the
Jefferson's outro.
Yeah, like a Juan Epstein outro. What's the one?
Oh, who died? Who's the last person that died?
Carrie Fisher.
Publicly.
And Debbie Reynolds.
By the way, talk about going out with a bang.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's really sad, but I got to give them credit. As a family, they really took the headlines.
Yeah.
That was
Who did they outshine? There was somebody else.
everybody.
There was
No,
somebody
right before that,
died
there was
right
another-
before
yeah.
that.
George Michael.
George Michael. They definitely outshined George Michael.
And George Michael was more famous than Carrie Fisher. Previous to
So,
that.
yo, he was only 50.
Two. I know.
Drugs.
I thought
That-
it's old. That's crazy.
Is it?
Was it drugs?
Did you see a picture of him
so.
recently? He got huge. He looked really crazy.
And they
Some
said
people
that
say
his
it's the-
friend or boyfriend said that he had some issues with drugs.
Yeah, and like suicide issues, and it was sad. It
Some
was all
people say
sad.
it was the HIV.
What? That's what people saying?
But Christmas night, I'm thinking he OD.
They don't want to say it, but
Really? No one's gonna hear a word Laura said. It was just gonna be you in the
Oh,
background.
sorry. No, but there was a big rumor about that because I saw a lot of people, a lot of my friends in the gay community saying that if it was the HIV, that's wrong. They should speak about it. Like, why do they hide it? Because that's
some people are embarrassed. You can't tell people what to do.
It is really sad though. George Michael and Carrie Fisher.
And that's really
And
like
fucking
unanimous.
Alan Thicke.
Alan Thicke. Oh, did we talk about Alan Thicke?
Yeah,
That I saw. Yeah. Oh yeah, we talked about it. Yo, looking at a list. You know, at the end of the year, there's always lists. The list of people who died in 2016.
Yeah.
Well, it's crazy because they're.
Bo Slice.
Yo, it was disgusting.
I didn't even think about Kimbo.
It was like,
but Prince, Bowie, and Phife were all so long ago
Yeah,
that they almost like did. I mean, Prince died this year.
yeah.
that's crazy.
No, David Bowie died this
Prince
year.
and Bowie died this year, and Phife. That's the biggest three
There's
for
more.
me.
There's other ones too that we forgot.
Oh,
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Damn it.
Yo, 2016. I'm gonna say this with all due respect. Go fuck yourself, yo.
Someone said, my boy Kaz posted the most foul Twitter. He was like, they supposedly got a suspicious envelope at Trump Tower. There's still time, 2016.
Wow.
By the way, the amount of talk like that going on in my house right now, I can't even tell you.
Really?
The amount of people wishing horrible things. Oh,
Like that he gets.
I mean, hoping it's out loud hoping.
Yo, but listen.
Castro died.
Oh, Fidel
Castro,
Castro.
Mage.
Damn.
Here's the deal. The guy is president.
Yep.
He won the election.
Yep.
Cheated.
Respect that presidency.
Okay.
You love this country.
That's right.
You love living here.
Yep.
Respect that presidency. That's what it is. Deal with it.
Keep it moving.
That's what you say?
Yeah, deal with it. Step up next time. Step up.
There might not be.
And that's it.
My dad's so dramatic. I was like, man, Dad, can you imagine the movie they're going to make one day? I was like, to think you have Obama, he's going out of office, and he's in the middle of trying to pull these sanctions on the Russians, blah, 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 because they fucking hacked into our elections and blah, blah, blah. And then in the meantime, every day we're getting closer to our new president who's going to be allies with the same person that you're beefing with.
Right.
I was like, can you imagine the movie? My dad's like, there aren't going to be movies anymore. I was like, Dad, you're being dramatic. He's like, no. Democracy, as we know, there will be no freedom of speech. I was like, okay, well, you know what?
It's going to go left. I don't know
How far left?
It's going to get bad.
How? Look, I just want to.
Civil War?
Yeah, I wanted to have a real quick.
There's going to be internal wars.
But no, but not.
And from foreign wars.
But like, do you think there'll be do you think the U.S. will be in war?
Yes.
With itself? Like Civil War?
Internally
Yeah.
and externally.
But internally, how much so? Like, just like there'll be shootings, groups shooting other terrorist stuff.
There'll be gangs. And, I mean, the whole thing with the black and white tension right now with the Trump rally is just going to intensify, I think.
And then you think we'll be at war at some point, too?
Yes. I think so.
Well, listen, good news to all of our East Coast listeners. If North Korea pulls together their warhead, it'll probably only reach the West Coast. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. So,
Hopefully.
I don't know if that's
well, hopefully not at all. I would hope not at all, Shawnee. But I'm just
Sorry,
saying.
guys.
I'm just saying. So, well, hold on. Let me. How do I say this? I have good news and bad news.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want first?
Bad.
Bad news. Okay. The bad news is for our listeners, in the far west of the country, the entire West Coast, basically, from Vancouver all the way down to Los Angeles and maybe into Mexico. If this goes left, you guys may all die. That's the bad news.
That is pretty bad.
If it goes left with North Korea.
Yeah.
horrible.
But do you want to? But that's about the good news.
What's the good news?
If you're east of that, y'all should be good. So,
Yeah, but we got
On the
other.
West Coast.
well, listen. I said there was bad news and good news. What do you want me to? What do you want me to do? There's bad news. There's good news. All right, guys. On that note, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Oh, also shout out to Amoeba Records, Ciph. I started ordering vinyl from Amoeba.
Online?
Yeah, it's dope. They're ordering vinyl. So like I didn't have the Tribe vinyl. You ordered the Tribe vinyl yet, Ciph?
I ordered it the day it
God, you're
first saw it.
so impressive.
He's on point.
I
Yeah,
just
saw
ordered
the video of your basement, the hoarding basement. This guy's good.
His hoarding.
Yeah.
One of the best hoarders in the business.
Fact.
I can't wait till the episode. Ciph, when's your episode of Hoarders coming out?
No. No, I'm not hoarding. My shit is. I just.
It's
got
organized.
I just got rid of 6 huge garbage bags of sneakers.
And you don't consider yourself a hoarder?
No.
No, you're.
Just a collector.
I'm a collector.
Collector, yeah.
I'm a collector with a small space.
I wanted to edit. I think we
So
should end the
everything
show
looks-
right there when you said no.
Right. So if you had a larger space, it would be.
So how many more bags of shoes do you think you could fill? If you gave away
I got
6,
filled.
if you got rid of 6, if you got rid of all of them, how many bags would have been full?
Well, out of the boxes.
I don't know.
No, I'm saying I filled 6
out of the
bags
box.
out of boxes.
Wow. Okay. And how many could you fill if you were doing that?
Probably like 20 more.
20 more
20
bags.
more bags?
Yeah.
What'd you do with them?
bags.
What'd you do with the 6?
I gave them to my guy. Our
guy who does.
and yeah, From the Soul. If you ever look up From the Soul, SOLE, my boy Andre.
Yeah.
Takes those shoes. Now he has a whole non-profit.
Yeah, he came in. He came in to say we
Yeah,
interviewed
he has
him.
a whole system where he takes old shoes. Like, not old fucked up shoes. Some of my shoes I never wore. Like Vans, I would buy them and go, I don't like Vans. They're brand new. But some shoes, he'd take them, he'll clean them.
Times, right.
Clean them. He'll wash the insoles and all that. And he has like a crew of kids that help him, and then they go and give them to homeless people that have no shoes or like fucked up shoes. From the soul. It's really dope. And now he takes clothes, boots. But like, you know how like there's some dudes like, you get one drop of pizza oil on your Timbs and you're like, these are a wrap. Not wearing these no more.
By the way, it's hilarious that you said that because that specific thing has probably happened in New York so many times.
So that's a New York thing.
Yo, I spilled pizza. You grab a slice in your Timbs.
That's why when you look, if you're a tourist and you're driving, for some reason you're driving through the hood and you see guys leaning over when they bite their slice and they're like leaning forward. That's so they don't drop oil on it.
Yo, that is the most New York. Yo, dead ass. That is the most New York shit I've ever heard. Facts.
You see, you know what you can visualize when I say it, right?
The lean over? The lean over is so real.
Oil on the Timbs.
All right, bye.
I want a slice.